and welcome back to my channel. So today we are getting into this long-awaited lock video. Right now I'm just showing you guys some of the products that I'm going to be using today. I've already washed my hair and dried it out, and now I'm just going to go ahead and get started with just a little bit of moisturizing. I don't really use conditioner when I wash my hair. I don't know, like I tried it one time and afterwards my hair was really soft, but my retwist, they didn't really hold that well. I think it made my hair maybe too soft. So now I usually either just wash it with regular shampoo and then go over it with like a leave-in conditioner that I can use, or I'll just moisturize it with some type of oil like I did in today's video. This oil smells so good, y'all. Oh my gosh. I used it in my hair, my daughter's hair, my son's hair, and it makes your hair feel so soft. And it also feels really good on my scalp. I really like that oil, and my favorite oil is peppermint oil. When I first started my lock journey, I used to use peppermint oil all the time. Peppermint oil gets rid of the itch. So if you have like a really itchy scalp and you're not allergic to peppermint oil, I would highly recommend getting you some. Okay, so since it's been a while since I've done one of these, I thought it would be really fun to kind of do a lock Q&A where I answer some of my most frequently asked questions from the past when I used to do these videos on like a monthly basis or weekly basis. So I got about like six questions on here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Also, if you guys want to join in on these questions, please feel free to do so in the comment section down below. You can answer them there. That way we can all kind of just share a little bit about ourselves. I know most of the people that follow me, they either have locks or they're just starting, or they're on their second set, their third set. I'm still on my first set, but you guys have lots of wisdom and you've always poured into me. So let's just, be good and just pour back into the community to each other. All right, so let's get started. When did you start your locks? So I started my locks in December of 2017, I believe, and I am almost 7 years locked. Come this December, I'll be 7. Y'all check my math, because y'all know sometimes my math be off, but yeah, about 7 years. What method did you use to start your locks? So I started mine with the palm roll method on natural hair. I was natural for a few years before I got my locks. Prior to that, I had perms, texturizers, and then probably like a few years before I locked, I just cut it all off and then just went natural and let it grow back. So then once my hair kind of like grew like enough where I could like braid it down and stuff, a little after that I started my lock journey. But the next question is, how often do you wash and retwist? So honestly, I think that is preference, like as far as when I do it, but as far as when you should do it, because I always get asked that too. I get asked how often do I do it, and then I also get asked how often do I think they should. And I think it's based on your lifestyle. If you live a very active lifestyle, I think you're probably would want to wash your hair more often, but also if you aren't as active, you probably could get by with not washing it as often. Like I would say for me personally, I just try to wash my hair at least once a month. If I'm being more active, I'll probably wash it like maybe 2 times out of the month and maybe do like a partial retwist in between. But for the most part, I do wash my hair at least once a month. And my retwists, I probably do them every other month, like in the back of my head. But on the front of my head, I probably retwist those every time I do a wash. Like every time I wash my hair, I'll retwist the front. How did you start your locks, or did you start your own locks? I did not start my own locks. I got my locks done professionally. I went to a lock salon and got them done by a loctician, and I pretty much just let my loctician maintain my locks for the first year, and then after that is when I started doing my locks myself, washing, retwisting, oil treatments and stuff like that. Would you ever cut your locks? So personally, me as of today, no, I have no desire to cut my locks. I love my hair. It works for me. This is the best and the longest style I've ever had. So no, I do not plan on cutting my locks anytime soon. However, When I first started my loc journey, my goal was to grow my locks waist length. Well, first it was to get a ponytail, okay? And then we could reach the ponytail after like, I think the first year. And then it was, okay, I want my hair to be like waist length. Like I want my hair down my waist. And it's basically waist length now, and the back and the front is almost there. But if my hair grows past waist length, I will definitely trim it. I won't cut it off, but I would definitely consider trimming it, because y'all, I'm just getting waist length and my hair gets snagged in the car when I'm sitting down. And if I ever were to go to the bathroom and accidentally sit on my hair, I'd probably chop it like all the way to my neck. So I definitely can see myself probably trimming my hair once all of it reaches waist length. Absolutely. And then the next question is pros and cons about locks. So I'm going to start with the pros first. So my first pro is that locks are easy to maintain on your own. When I started my loc journey, one of the things I was looking forward to was being able to do my own hair. I wanted something that was low maintenance, that didn't require, me to be in a salon every other week, every 2 weeks. Like, I just really don't have time for that. Like, when you're in the salon, you're in there all day. So when I got my locks, I was determined to kind of learn how to do them, not only on my own, but just something that was low maintenance. I wasn't going to take up too much time. And that's one of the things I love about locks. That's like my number one reason why I have locks, is because they are easy to maintain on your own. Second reason is this type of hairstyle does not cost a lot of money. Now, that doesn't mean that it's the cheapest, because it can get expensive depending on if you go to a loctician to maintain it, or the type of products that you're using in your hair. If you use a lot of products, then obviously it's going to cost you more money. Or if you use more higher end products, that's going to cost you a lot of money as well. So for me, they don't cost a lot of money because I don't use a lot of products, and the products that I do use don't cost that much. So for me, it doesn't cost a lot of money to maintain this hairstyle. Like, I'm not spending hundreds like I was before, when I used to do like the quick weaves or the braids, and I had to spend so much money trying to get good quality hair, and it just became a lot for me. And I also put as a pro minimal products, which I just talked about, like very minimal products. I think I showed you guys like 4 products that I use, and I literally just added the 4th one because I mainly only use shampoo and the retwisting gel and oil. Those are the main 3 that I always use. But then I just started adding mousse, because when my daughter gets her braids done, they put mousse on her braids, and it makes her braids last a lot longer. And I seen they made mousse for locks. So the one I showed you, that was for like locks or braided styles. And this was my first time using it, so we'll see how it goes in my next wash and retwist, how that ended up. But for now, it worked, and it smells really good. The products all smell so good. And the other pro is that natural hair is winning. Like, we're winning, y'all. Natural hair is it, okay? There's something beautiful in all hair, but natural hair is just, it's giving. And then also my other pro is that rain doesn't bother me. Back when I used to do the, I did the texturizers, I did the perms, but when I did the blowouts, like the silk presses and stuff like that, well, I didn't have a silk press. I had I guess you call it a wash and curl or press and curl or whatever back in the days. That's what I had. And it would be so pretty, but God forbid, it was hot outside and I sweat, or it rained, my hair would be ruined. But with locks, it doesn't matter. I can be outside in the rain and still be fine the next day. Matter of fact, it actually makes my hair look nicer, because the moisture from the rain makes my locks swell up. So yeah. And then another pro is that my hair is the healthiest it's ever been. Like, I hardly have any damage done to my hair, and any damage I do have with my locks is very minimal. I do use heat on my locks, so I mean, sometimes, there's a little, I really haven't seen heat damage itself, but I know the ends of my locks, they kind of like popped off a little bit. But I heard that doesn't have to do with the heat. That has to do with like when you do the 2-strand twists on your locks and the rubber bands. Or it could also just be because that part of your lock is like the oldest part that you have. So, it kind of gets a little brittle after 7 or so years. But yeah. And then another pro is that my hair is the longest it's ever been. This is the longest I've ever had. Like, this is the longest my hair has ever been. Like, my hair has never been longer than this before. So my hair naturally, I think at the longest it was probably to my shoulders, but that was about it. And then what else? Oh, they're very versatile. Locks are very versatile. You just got to be creative. Like some people say, oh, you can't do much with locks, but you really can. And there's different versions of locks too. Just Google them or go on YouTube and look them up, and you'll see there's so many different kinds. And then my only con in regards to locks is that the buildup, that can be a bit pesky because it's kind of hard to avoid. I don't know anyone that has no buildup in their locks at all, like at all. I just don't know anybody. And so that's the only thing that I would say is a con. It's just the buildup, but it doesn't bother me because I don't have that much. And when I'm doing my wash, if I notice it, I just take a towel and I try to get it out, especially if it's in the roots. Now, if it's in the shaft of my locks, that's going to be kind of hard because if you get to pulling in there too much, you can risk damaging the lock itself, and then like the whole lock can kind of like unravel. So I kind of just leave it alone, and if it gets too bad, you can literally just dye it. Like you just dye that part of the lock if you want back black or whatever. Like you just put some dye on it and that's it. But anyways, so that's pretty much it for my Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.